Hello students, welcome to our today's current affairs session. In this session, we will discuss today's important current affairs news. So let's start this session with our first news which is related to sports. The question is who has been chosen by ICC and as ICC Women Player of the Month for the month of April. So recently, ICC declared ICC Women's Player of the Month as Haley Matthews. So Haley Matthews became ICC Women Player of the Month for April. ICC is International Cricket Council, which is located in Dubai or UAE, or we can say the headquarter of ICC is in Dubai, UAE. Recently, the CEO of ICC is Greg Elardick. He belongs to Australia, and the chairman is Greg Barley from New Zealand. ICC was established in 1909. Next is who has announced to build the first railway system float on the moon. So recently, NASA has announced to build first railway system float on the moon. Float refers to flexible levitating on a track. So F refers to flexible, L refers to levitation, O refers to on, A refers to A, or T refers to track. The float is basically built by NASA. It is a first railway system on moon. NASA is National Aeronautical and Space Administration, which was established in 1958. Headquarter of NASA is in Washington DC, and the motto is for the benefit of all. Next question is related to day. When was International Family Day celebrated? Every year on 15th May, we do celebrate National Family Day or International Family Day. The theme for International Family Day is Families and Climate Change. There is another day known as International Day of Family Remediate, which is celebrated in 16th June every year. Next is how many Indian cultural objective has been included in 2024 cycle of UNESCO Memory of the World Asia Pacific Regional Register. So recently 3 cultural objects have been included in the 2024 cycle of UNESCO Memory. Basically in the 10th meeting of RR Regional Register of UNESCO Memory of the World Summit for Asia Pacific was held in Mongolia. So this time the UNESCO Memory of the World Committee for Asian Pacific meeting was held in Mongolia. Ramcharitmanas were written by Tunsi in Avdi, dialected in 16th century. Ramcharitmanas is a book written in quatrain form. The second is Pancharatna is one of the world's oldest collection of fables written in Sanskrit. It was probably composed by Vishnu Sharma around 300 BC. It was translated into Pahlavi Iranian language in 550 BC. Shraddha Lok Lokan was composed by Acharya Anandvardhan in Sanskrit. So these are the 3 culture object which is included by UNESCO cycle. So one is Ramcharitmanas, which was written by Tulsidas. Second is Panchatantra, which was written by Vishnu Dharma. And third is Sahridyal Lokan. UNESCO basically it was established in 1945. UNESCO refers to United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, and Director General of UNESCO is Audrey Ole. He belongs to France and headquarter also the UNESCO's headquarter is in Paris, France. Clear? Next is Alec Munro passed away in May 2024. Question is related to obituaries. In which field she received the Nobel Prize? So Alec Munro, who recently passed away, he was received Nobel Prize in the field of literature. Next is with whom has Iran signed a 10-year contract to operate the Shahid Beheshti port? So recently, Iran signed a contract with India to operate the Shahid Beheshti port. Next is in May 2024, the government of India has announced to provide humanitarian assistance of rupees 10 lakh dollar to which country to deal with floods. So recently Kenya suffered a major flood. Our Indian government have helped Kenya to provide humanitarian assistance of 10 lakh dollar. Kenya basically it is located on the equator. Look, this is equator. Kenya is a African country located near to Indian Ocean or just above to Madagascar. So basically equator passes through Kenya also. The capital of Kenya is Nairobi, the currency is Kenyan shilling and the president is William Ruto. According to a report, which country has become India's largest trading partner in financial year 2024? So China became India's largest trading partner for financial year 2023-2024. Next is, where has India organized Bharat Parv for the first time? For the first time, Bharat Parv was organized in the France. Where was the country's biggest skill competition, India Skill 2024, inaugurated in May 2024? So recently in Jammu Kashmir, the country's biggest skill competition, Indian Skill 2024, was inaugurated. So the country's biggest skill competition, India Skill 2024, it was inaugurated on 15th of May 2024 as Yashobhumi Dwarka, New Delhi. It was basically this is a 4-day skill competition for 61 categories organized by NKDC, National Skills Development Corporation. This type of or this skill competition is organized in every 2 years. Of the 61 skill, 47 skill competition will be held in New Delhi, while 14 skill competition will be held in Karnataka, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh and Gujarat. Also, World Skill Competition 2024 will be held in France, Lyon. So India Skill Competition, it was inaugurated in New Delhi, Yashobhumi. This is a 4-day skill program. The competition will conducted in 61 category out of 41. Competition will be held in New Delhi and rest 14 skill competition will be held in Karnataka, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh and Gujarat. And World Skill Competition in France. Next question is related to day. When was International Day of Light celebrated? So every year on 16th of May we celebrate International Day of Light. Next question is also related to obituaries. Kamala Beniwal passed away. She was the first female minister of which state? So Kamala Beniwal, she was the first female minister of Rajasthan. Recently, Sunil Chhetri declared his retirement. So, which Indian footballer has retired? So, his name is Sunil Chhetri. He is a very good football player from India. So, Sunil Chhetri is related to which event? Football. He received Arjun Awards in 2011 and Padma Shri Award in 2019. Every year on 25th May, we do celebrate World Football Day. And how many players in football have? Football, both sides, there are 11 players in football player. Next is Indian Army successfully tested portable hospital. Was it its name? Its name is Bhisham. So recently Bhisham was successfully tested by Indian Army. It is a portable hospital. Bhisham refers to Bharat Health Initiative for Sahyog, Hit and Maitri. So Bhisham is a initiative of Indian Army. First head of AI appointed by NASA is David Salvagnin. So David Salvagnini has appointed by NASA as its first head for AI, artificial intelligence. According to the United Nations World Wildlife Crime Report 2024, which is the most traded wildlife species. So according to the UN Wildlife Crime Report 2024, rhino became the most traded wildlife species. In India, Kaziranga National Park is also known for one-horned rhino. The World Wildlife Crime Report 2024. This report is directly published by UN Office on Drug and Crime known as UNODC. This time it is the third edition of World Wildlife Crime Report. The report says rhino horn is the world most traded wildlife wildlife species, proceed by pangolin skate, and third is elephant ivory. Data, basically the data which the report is generated from 2015 to 2021. Okay, what is CITES? CITES is a conventional or international trade in endangered species of wild fauna and flora. It was effective in 1st of July 1975. The location is Geneva, Switzerland, and there are total 184 countries member of CITES convention. This CITES convention was signed in 3rd of March 1973 but came effective in 1st of July 1975. Clear? The World Wildlife Crime Report 2024, rhino horn became the most tradable species. Next question is related to banking and finance. The question says, who launched India's first premier virtual credit card Pixel Play? So recently, Housing Development Financial Corporation Bank HDFC Bank launched India's first premium virtual credit card known as Pixel Play. HDFC was established in 1994 and the headquarters of HDFC is in Mumbai. Present CEO of HDFC is Shashidhar Jagdishan and chairman is Atanu Chakrabarti. And the tagline of HDFC is "We understand your world." Clear? The virtual credit card Pixel Play launched by Housing Development Financial Corporation Bank. Here are some points related to banking awareness. The first bank to launch electronic bank guarantee in India. So HDFC also became the first bank in India to launch electronic bank guarantee scheme in India. Also, HDFC first private bank to open branch in Lakshadweep. HDFC became the first private bank to open branch in Lakshadweep. Okay, if Bank of India was the first bank of India who provided overseas banking services and the first bank who established his branch out of India in London in 1946. The Bank of India was the first overseas bank and HDFC became the first private bank to open branch in Lakshadweep. First bank to launch UPI Lite feature. The bank is Paytm Payment Bank. First state with complete digital banking. Kerala became the first state with complete digital banking. Kollam district became the first digital district of Kerala. Also, Kerala have highest literacy rate according to 2011 census. India's first credit card made from recycled PVC plastic launched by HSBC Bank. The HSBC Bank recently launched India's first credit card which was made by the recycled PVC plastic. We already discussed that India's first UPI ATM launched by Hitachi Payment Service. Also, Hitachi Payment Service launched India's first degradable ATM on the system of car. Basically, Hitachi also launched a ATM. If basically if we want to withdraw some amount from ATM, there is a separate ATM. There do have separate ATM. If we want to deposit ATM, there is always and another ATM. So Hitachi Payment Service launch a single ATM through which we can deposit amount as well as we can withdraw amount. Also, Hitachi Payment Service launches first UPI ATM. India's first numberless credit card launched by Axis Bank. The Axis Bank launched India's first numberless credit card. Done. Next question is related to international award. Recently, Shabana Azmi got Freedom of the City of London award. So the question is, who has been awarded the Freedom of the City of London award? So Shabana Azmi got Freedom of the City of London award. Next is former Indian Army officer Vaibhav Anil Kale died in Rafah city. Where is Rafah city located? So, as we all know, there is a conflict between Israel and Gaza or Palestine. So, Rafah is a city of Palestine, Gaza, where Israel exploits some bombs or atom bombs. So, in this basically civil war, the Indian former army officer Weber Anil Kale died. The Rafah is a city located in Gaza, Palestine. Next question is, who is the first Indian female player to break into the top 25 in the World Women's Table Tennis Single Ranking? So recently, Manika Batra became the first Indian female player to break into the top 25 in the World Women Table Tennis Single Ranking. What is TTFI? TTFI is Table Tennis Federation of India, which was established in 1926. The headquarters of Table Tennis Federation of India is in New Delhi, and recently Meghna Elawat became the head of TTFI. And the question is, Manika Batra became the first Indian player to break into the top 25 in the World Women Table Tennis Single Ranking. With whom did the National Security Guard organize joint anti-terrorism exercise Tarkash? The Turkish exercises conducted between India and USA, and from India National Security Guard organization participate. The NSG recently conduct a exercise with USA known as Turkish. Next question is related to appointment. The question said, who has become the president of Supreme Court Bar Association? So Kapil Sibal became the president of Supreme Court Bar Association. What is Supreme Court? There are some points related to Supreme Court. Supreme Court, Article 124 to 147 of Part 5th of Indian Constitution explain about the Supreme Court. So in Indian Constitution, Article 124 to 147 deal with the Supreme Court. It was explained in Part 5th of Indian Constitution. The 50th CJI of Supreme Court is D.Y. Chandrachud. The first CJI was Harilal J. Kania. He was the first Indian CJI. Okay, Supreme Court was established in 1773 during the Regulating Act of India. So it was established under 1773 Regulating Act, and that time the first CGI was Elijah Infey. The first British CGI was Elijah Infey when it was established in Calcutta in 1773. The first independent India or Indian CGI was Harilal J.K. Kania. Present CGI was Dhananjay Yashwant Chandrachud or known as D.Y. Chandrachud. Okay, there is no female CGI in Supreme Court till now. And the first female judge was Fatima Bibi. So Fatima Bibi was the first female judge of Supreme Court. Supreme Court, there are some portals which are related to Supreme Court. First was Sushwagatam portal, Supek portal, Faster portal, Suvas portal. These portals are also related to Supreme Court. Clear? Next question is related to day. World Hypertension Day. Every year on 17th May, we celebrate World Hypertension Day. Next question is related to sports award. Which medal did Neeraj Chopra win in Federation Cup 2024? Recently, Federation Cup was organized and Neeraj Chopra won gold medal. He is a javelin throw player, world number one player. He also got the title of world number one player. He received Padam Shri Award in 2022, Major Dhyanchand Award in 2021 known as Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratan Award, and in 2018 he received Arjun Award. So Neeraj Chopra received three major awards: Padam Shri, Major Dhyanchand and Arjun Award in 2022 respectively, 2021 and 2018. Next question is related to awards. Who was awarded the PSU Dedication Award? So recently Hemant Khatri awarded the PSU Dedication Award for 2024. Next question is related to defense. Which country successfully tested Fateh 2nd? Fateh 2nd is a missile of Pakistan. So recently Pakistan tested Fateh 2nd. It is basically guided multi-launch rocket system. The range of the system is 400 km. So Fateh 2nd belongs to Pakistan. Next is, where was the 12th Joint Working Group meeting of Defense Minister of India and Mongolia held? So recently the 12th Joint Working Group meeting of Defense Ministers of India and Mongolia was held in Ulaanbaatar. So this was the 12th edition of Defense Ministers meeting and this is a joint India and Mongolia Defense Ministers meeting, which was established in Ulaanbaatar. Mongolia, basically it is located above the China. The Gobi Desert is situated in Mongolia, only the third largest desert in the world. The capital of Mongolia is Ulaanbaatar. The currency is Mongolia Togrok and Prime Minister is Ukhnagin Kurelsuk. So it is just above to China and Mongolia is also a landlocked country. You can see Mongolia on map. Clear? Mongolia was the place where Genghis Khan, Timur and Mughals of India were originated. The origin of Mughals were from Mongolia. Clear? Okay. So here are some points related to this meeting. Let's discuss these points. Also, okay, in this session we discussed that the defense ministry joint meeting between India and Mongolia was held in Ulaanbaatar. There was also a meeting held in Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia, the 10th meeting of regional registrar of UNESCO, memory of the World Committee for Asia Pacific. We previously discussed this question, was also held in Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia. In this meeting, basically three cultural books received award. The first book was Ramcharitmanas, which was written by Tulsidas in Avadhi language around 16th century. Ramcharitmanas is book written in quatrain form. Next was Panchtantra, the oldest collection of fables written in Sanskrit. It was composed by Vishnu Sarma around 300 BC. Next was Shahdriya Lokan, which was composed by Acharya Anand Vardhak in Sanskrit. So these are the three books which were selected in the 10th meeting of Regional Register of UNESCO Memories. Next is, which country has recognized by the International Book of Honor as the highest tunnel? Or which country's tunnel? Basically it's a Sela tunnel which has been recognized by the International Book of Honor as the highest tunnel. The Senal tunnel, it is located in West Kamang district of Arunachal Pradesh in India. PM Modi inaugurated in March 2025. The project was created by a board roader organization. Length of this tunnel was 2.6 kilometer. Height is 13,000 feet. This tunnel is on Tezpur Tawang Road. So the tunnel name is Sela Tunnel. Sela Tunnel is located in Arunachal Pradesh, and this tunnel has recognized by the International Book of Honor as the highest tunnel in the world. Clear? Length is 2.6 and height is 13,000 feet. Okay. Next is, which is the first bank to become a clearing member of Indian International Bullion Exchange? What is bullion? Bullion basically are the pure 24 karat gold biscuits are known as bullions. The question is, recently State Bank of India became the first bank to clearing members of India's International Bullion Exchange. The State Bank of India, first bank to become a clearing member of India's International Bullion Exchange. SBI was established in 1st of July 1955. Basically, there were three banks: the Bank of Bombay, the Bank of Madras, and the Bank of Bengal. Three banks were established in 1809, 1840, and 1843 respectively. Laterly, in 1921, the three banks were merged, known as Imperial Bank of India, and in 1955, the Imperial Bank of India was nationalized, known as State Bank of India. And State Bank recently became the first bank, a clearing member of India's International Bullion Exchange. And our today's last question is, famous Hindi and Marathi story writer Malti Joshi passed away in which year she awarded Padma Shri? So Malti Joshi, she was the famous Hindi and Marathi story writer. Recently she passed away, and in 2018 she received Padma award. In Padma which category? In Padma Shri category. So she received Padma Shri award in 2018. ठीक है, so I hope you like this session. Thank you.